Mayoral system, is it good or bad? Now, you will be the judge of that. And you, the voters, on 6th of May, you will decide in Tower Hamlets. Now, as a former deputy mayor, former councillor of the borough, many people have contacted me asking for my views, my thoughts. As you know, I am no longer active in politics of Tower Hamlets, and I don't intend to get involved. However, I have not left politics altogether, and I do not intend to leave politics altogether. And I will be making a comeback very shortly. However, on the mayoral system or the leadership system, I have worked under both. Now, in politics, it's so crucial to have a good leader, to have a good leadership, regardless of whichever system you have in place. If you have the right people in right position, then you can deliver significant change which will benefit the communities. Now, there's been a debate where people are arguing for and against mayoral system. Now, let me explain the leadership system first. Leadership system is that you get whichever borough you look at it, you get whether it's 45 councillors, 42 councillors, 50 councillors, they all councillors get elected by your votes. Remember that, your votes. Those individuals then select one individual to be the leader of the party or leader of the council, leader of their political group. Yes, it's the councillors who choose that individual, but when the councillors choose, a lot of people say councillors get position and in return they support them. But same thing could happen with the mayoral system, and I will explain why I feel that same thing could happen with the mayoral system. When somebody is elected as a mayor, yes, it's a mandate directly from yourself. However, once they are elected, they are in position for 4 years. Within that 4 years, you are not going to be able to change that leader. God forbid, if that leader happens to be a very bad leader, then policies that they implement, things that they do on behalf of the community or communities will have a significant detrimental damage for years to come. If, in the other hand, if you have a good leader, the councillors might select them. Remember, even under mayoral system, you have the cabinet system in place. You have cabinet members, although the mayor has the executive power. Under leadership module, you also have the cabinet system where you have cabinet members with responsibilities. When there is a leadership system, the councillors have a say on policies they make, because the leader does not have the executive power, nor do they have any such mandate. In other hand, where you have the mayoral system, mayor has the executive power, they have significant more mandate directly from the public, and they can make any decision they like without consulting the councillors. Now remember what I said about good leader. If there is a good leader, then that leader will consult their councillors, cabinet members, and even though the mayor has the power to take the decision of his own or her own, they will not do that because they are a good leader. But what happens if there is no good leader? What happens if they're not accessible to you? What happens if they don't answer your phone calls? What happens if you can't get appointments to see them in their surgery? Can you do something? No, you can't. You go to the councillor can write a letter, and that's all they can do. They might not have significant power. They will need to speak to the mayor to make the changes. So both models, in my opinion, is good. Depend how you utilize it, depend how you see it. Now, like I said, I have worked under the leadership module and I work under the mayoral system. Luckily for me, when I was a councillor, under both of those systems, the person who was leading it was a very good leader, made very positive change in the community. Where government was stopping something, this leader was introducing it, serving the needs of the community. Now, that might not always happen. I must have been very fortunate to work under that leadership system. And this is why, when you go to vote, when you go to make a decision, it's really important, it's crucial that you do your own research, you understand both of the systems, and then you go and vote on the system that you believe is right for you and your community. Now, everybody's campaigning for their own self. Some people saying they don't want the mayoral system anymore because they want to prevent maybe somebody getting or elected as a mayor. Other people are campaigning for the mayoral system because they believe if they don't keep that, they will never be able to get elected. Now, I don't know what their thinking are. I cannot read their mind. But from what I see, from my experience of 14, 15 years in politics, this is the historical culture in politics. They all serve the needs of themselves and not the community. But always coming back to my point I made right at the beginning, is who is the leader? If he or she is a good leader, then you will get the services that you and your community deserve. If they are not, then God help you. And this is why I am not going to be taking side in this debate, and I will not lobby people to vote either way. But one thing I will do, until 6th of May 2021, when there is a London mayoral election, I will update and I will give you my thoughts more in details, piece by piece, line by line, as to what I believe may be the best option. But you will have to make your own judgment call on this. You will have to make your own decision. You can take my views. A lot of people might take my views out of context, thinking I'm against it or I'm for it. I'm neither. But I'm just simply pointing out the facts, which you might not get from any of the sides who are campaigning either for or against. And it's so crucial because nobody can guarantee what will happen in election. And I myself is a very sufferer of such brutal bruise in politics. After being councillor for 5 terms, 14 years serving in same ward, you get bruised because of the division within your own household. And when I say household, I don't literally mean the household, but the political household. Because when you work in a group, you see one another as a family members. You don't see as a politicians or anything, you see as a friend. However, when the same friend put a knife in you, that does hurt. I can tell you that now. And it's very painful. And what I don't want is people to make same sort of mistake all over again. Don't vote for somebody because they tell you so. Don't vote for somebody because they happen to be from your village. Don't vote for somebody because they happen to be same district as you, or they belong to same political parties as you in Bangladesh. Vote for somebody who is capable of serving you, who can stand up and deliver a speech without any notes, without somebody have to write a speech for them. You know, it's vote for somebody who knows the policies the council making, the government making, so they can fight for you. If they don't know the policies, then I'm sorry. It's equivalent to having nobody who able to support you in town hall or anywhere else. So this is why it's very, very crucial that you make the right decision. Leadership system or the mayoral system. Are you for or against? But most important issue, have you done your research? Have you asked all the questions that you need to ask? Have you received all the answers that you need before you can make the decision? So I will continue with this video. Join me in this debate, subscribe my channel, and do like and share.